gas projects in Commonwealth waters don't have to pay any royalties, like zero. In other words, they get the product they're selling for free. Dairy farmers don't get their cows given to them from the government for free. Pubs don't get their kegs of beer given to them for free. So why is it, do you think, that gas companies have been able to get their gas for free for so long?
I think from where we sit, we regular punters, we can't understand. Like my Year 10 business students understand. If something is profitable, and we're holding all the levers of power. Whereas, look around. How many stable democracies have so many resources that we sort of have? How are we getting such a dud deal? Where we land, and when I explain to people, when they ask, how is this allowed to happen? The only solution I have is that when I go to Donation Watch and see money flowing in from fossil fuel companies to elected representatives, and then I see certain representatives who oversaw the PRRT, oversaw that for years, going to become gas lobbyists, we regular punters, we would use a word corruption, but we're not allowed to because it's legal, it's fine, you're allowed to. So that's the only explanation we can come up with.
So Australians getting ripped off by gas companies has obviously struck a bit of a chord with punters, safe to say. Why do you think that this issue enrages people so much?
Because we're told, and the budget's about to drop, we're told every day, oh, we can't afford to invest in schools. Like, we can't afford to make our education like on par with some countries around the world that are just as wealthy. We have to cut costs here, cut funding there, cut different services that we rely on, our medical system's under strain. We have to cut stuff. We're about to hear that. We're about to hear that the global economy is going through a shock and we have to tighten our belts because something that happened overseas is making everything more expensive for us. And we're about to be told that we can't afford anything. Except when we look at what we are as a nation, lots of resources that we all collectively own, we know it not to be true. And like I said, genuinely, I shouldn't be here. Punters Politics exists because I spoke about this issue and regular Aussies went, yeah, this doesn't only pass the pub test, this is outrageous, and we've been sold out because we shouldn't have issues with what we can afford. We should be looking at how we can invest in future businesses, how we can supply basic medical and dental to sort of anyone who wants it. This is the kind of country, how wealthy we are. Aussies know it, I know it, we know it. So when politicians tell us, and they're about to tell us, that we can't afford it, we know it's a lie, and this gas issue is the perfect example of how it's a lie.